Good morning. Morning. I wanted to send a little video this morning. I felt compelled to share what happened to me yesterday. For those of you that don't know, I was in a car accident where I was traveling southbound from Quesnel, British Columbia, in the dark, 4 a.m., to go to a meditation retreat in Nelson. And when I got about 45 minutes into the drive, I met a spruce tree. This spruce tree massive, colossal spruce tree had fallen over top of the power lines on the side and went way across the highway. And it was on a corner, and I came around the corner. I didn't have any time to brake, so I just prayed that I could fit underneath with my Jeep truck, and I didn't fit. It was high, and I bounced under, so it didn't stop me solid, but I did feel a heck of an impact. And one thing that was crazy was that I looked down at the passenger seat and I saw this stick, and this was later sitting on the side of the road. And then I realized that I had actually been holding that stick, and I had placed that stick down. And I realized it was a branch that came through the windshield, and it came all the way through the side and towards me, and you could see in the glass how it was open. That's what happened. And so I never really thought much about it. And this happened July 11th, and it's been sitting with ICBC, the truck, for almost a month now, and I'm not patiently waiting for it to arrive here in Quesnel. And yesterday it arrived, so I went up to see it, and they started to explain to me how many scratches were on the truck and how many branches that I had plowed through, and I knew I had. It was a really big, thick spruce tree. And so I asked if I could go see the truck, and so he took me out there, and we looked at all the damage, and I looked again at this branch that was on the seat, and I was looking at it and trying to figure out, what had happened. And then there was a part on the steering wheel that was popped off of the front of the steering wheel, so I started investigating that and came to this eerie realization that the only thing that kept that branch from penetrating me was the steering wheel. And this branch, I'll show you it. This branch came through the windshield straight at me, and the only thing that stopped it was the steering wheel. And it sent me spiraling into fear, and I had a little mini meltdown, and I went back into the office and showed them what happened, and they all were jaw open, shocked, and I asked if I could take it, and so that I could explain the magnitude of this situation. The reason I'm sharing this with you today is because for the rest of the day, I just started to feel so blessed to be alive, like even more than before. I thought that I had really felt blessed before when I got through the tree and was sitting on the other side, and I wasn't barely hurt. I had a little bit of whiplash, but really nothing, some glass in my skin, but unbelievably nothing serious had happened. And it just sent me so much deeper into appreciation for life and this moment. So I just wanted to share, because I want us all to have this image of this stick or this thing that could end our lives at any moment without any warning. It could be over just like that. And when we're given that opportunity to stay here, it's such an honor for me, it makes me so inspired to do even more in this life. And so maybe go find a stick. Go find something that you can place in your way that reminds you to live in this moment. And just be in love and joy and compassion, and feel the feels, all of the feels. thank you so much for listening, watching. I love you all. I hope to share less of these kind of experiences, but many more joyous experiences with you. So stay tuned and keep living life.